Hello everyone and welcome back to 100 videos about SEO. Today is day 23 of 100 and I'm going to be talking about the two most important off-page technical SEO strategies that you should be aware of. Now, if you are either going to go out there and hire somebody to handle these for you, or you're going to build a team internally to handle these strategies, it is important that you understand exactly what you are looking at when you are analyzing your off-page SEO. So the first technique or strategy that you need to be aware of when it comes to off-page SEO is domain authority. Now, domain authority, again, is a very, very in-depth subject. And for the purpose of this video, I'm going to try and define it very, very specifically so that you can take away from this understandings that you can then apply to your marketing. So domain authority is ultimately a metric that is measured by third-party websites that analyze all of the factors pointing to your website's reputation, and then they give you a score out of 100. Now, an example could be that a website with high domain authority is 70 out of 100, and a website with low domain authority could be 5 out of 100. Now, generally speaking, domain authority is influenced by factors such as backlinks, the content that you create, the people that mention your website on social media. It can also mean how many times your website has been visited. It can also mean how much traffic you receive. Domain authority is influenced by a lot of different factors. But the one factor that influences domain authority the most is the quality and volume of backlinks that you build or architect to your website. Now, again, I'm not going to get into the process of building backlinks as it's very, very in-depth. And for the sake of this video, I want to talk specifically about how you could understand link building practices and how that relates to your domain authority. Now, link building can mean that you go out there and engage with another website and get them to provide a link back to your content or your website. And then that is basically like a vote of confidence that helps you increase your domain authority. Now, why this really matters is that the website is really like a voting system where backlinks are like a signal of trust or reputation, or mentioning somebody is because that website trusts this website, therefore it mentions it. So these votes of confidence build up, and that contributes to your domain authority. Now, there are lots of different ways to architect a backlinking strategy, and just like anything in life, what you put in is generally what you get out. And often some of the backlinking strategies, the majority of the backlinking strategies I see are very inappropriate and often considered unethical. But for the case of this video, if you're going to build a backlinking strategy, I would love to talk with you. But more importantly, I think that you should understand what type of backlinks you should be looking for. So first of all is contextually relevant backlinks. So that means people in your industry, people in the space, people writing about content or publishing content that is relevant to your business. The relevancy of your content or the contextual sensitivity of your content to that backlink is very, very important. And number two is the quality of the domain that is linking to your website. So it's very important that when you are linking or you're building your links to your website, that the quality of the domain is probably one of the metrics that you should be focusing on the most. And number three is the type of link. Not all links are classified the same. And again, I don't want to overwhelm you here with technical SEO, but the reality is there are different types of backlinks. It's not the same backlink. For example, if you create a LinkedIn account and you have a link in there to your website, that is considered a backlink, but that's not the same as if you were to get a mention on Forbes that mention your website, or somebody, a journalist or a content creator out there mentions your website on a blog article. Those types of links are very different. And it's important to understand what type of links your website needs to achieve and improve your domain authority. So domain authority plays a huge role in off-page SEO. It's probably one of the most important, single-handedly has to be one of the most important techniques or strategies that you should understand. Number two, again, it's very difficult for us to relate this directly to organic visibility, but unfortunately there is a parallel. There is a consistent line with these techniques, and it is going to be social media presence. Now you're going to say, how does social media and like your personal brand or your website or your business as a brand online has anything to do with SEO and organic visibility? Well, over the past couple of years, I've built websites and I've built SEO strategies that have achieved more visibility when there was a consistent, ongoing social media strategy aligning with your SEO strategy. So your SEO initiatives, creating content, publishing content, are very important. And if you can couple them to social media, there is a phenomenon that, again, is yet to be proved where the overlap or link is with social media and SEO. But unfortunately, we see websites that have you might say, a good following on LinkedIn or a good social media strategy or process. When we see that and we see the SEO content growing in simultaneous with those two activities, unfortunately, there has to be an overlap. And again, I'm yet to find out what that technical overlap is, and I can't claim to know it, but there happens to be a parallel. So I would say one of the most important off-page SEO strategies beyond domain authority has to be social media. And social media, again, it's a whole conversation, and that's why SEO is such an interesting topic, because it is so linked to so many different areas. And there is obviously always a connection between different channels and marketing techniques, but your social media engagement matters a lot to your SEO. Without you realizing, there is a clear relationship between SEO and social media presence. And where that relationship really lies, I think, is still yet to be deciphered and understood. But we see websites that have a very strong social media presence excel at SEO because they have an established presence, and it also helps expand the reach of their content and obviously their brand. So again, two of the most powerful off-page SEO techniques that I've come across is domain authority and social media. And unfortunately, social media and SEO are still very difficult to connect. And that's why I'm putting this in a parenthesis, and I'm letting you guys know that this isn't something that is proven yet to have technical evidence showing the connection. But we do see credible and relevant and authoritative social media do a lot better SEO than the contrary. So they're the two off-page SEO techniques for you to consider. And if you are building a team or you're hiring somebody, these are the types of conversations you need to be having, because these will help you establish your brand and your organic visibility long term. So yeah, welcome back to 100 Days of SEO. Today is day 23, and I'll see you in the next video.